you got off with that little nice, slow, smooth beat going on, and then I come up in here with the whole amp. I look a little crazy like this. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Viva Los Bills. Buffalo Will, everybody's favorite cousin Vin.
What up?
What's going on?
What's up?
It's always better to do the show after a win. And what
yes,
a
sir.
smackdown.
Yes, sir.
Smackdown it was. Good stuff. I don't know about this Daryl Talley shirt, Spider-Man Talley.
That's okay, because that's what we're gonna put up on. That's what we're gonna put up on the damn Chiefs next week.
Woo! I'm looking a little crazy. I throw on my headband. Actually, it's for your face. I was like, let me throw on the Daryl Talley, the beat down. How you feeling, bro?
You look good, bro. You look good. When you come down, if you come down to Florida to that game, I want you to wear that same hookup you got right there when we go to the tailgate party.
Yeah, I might have to. I was thinking maybe throwing on my bootleg Pelesny jersey since he's going to be there. I don't know.
He's going to be there.
I know
think he's going to be there at the tailgate.
Maybe I'll do that. But hey, as always, I don't know why I'm showing this. Couldn't score no runs. Bums. No, I'm kidding. Love the Yankees. Too bad they lost. But let's do as we always do. Grab a brew, especially when we win. You can have one or two. See that? It's like I'm singing and rhyming. Beautiful. Oh, you go ahead. You got yours ready.
All right. This is what I've been wanting to do. I usually drink this a lot, and I haven't had any for a while. This is the first time I'm gonna do it on the show. It's a shock top. I know it's a Belgian beer, Belgian white. Oh shoot, I shook it. Hold on, let me get another one. I was over here showing it to you. I'm shaking at the same time. I don't have no gaff on it. I don't know if you ever had one of these. You ever have one of these shock tops?
Yeah, I had one.
They're really good, man. So I'm excited for it. I haven't had one in a while. It's shock top from St. Louis, Missouri, Belgian style, and it has citrus, peel, and coriander on the bottom. Like if you ever drank one, if you haven't drank one before, it's got coriander and actually the peel on the bottom. You can't see it. But when you open it, you got to kind of give it a little swirl like this, and it blends in the beer. You can see it like a little tornado effect, and that's how you drink it. So let's go. Hopefully I didn't shake it too much and get embarrassed on national radio. But here we go.
TV. We're on TV, bro. Come on now.
Radio /TV /Twitter /Viva Los Bills, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that. But here we go. Look, you can see this stuff flowing around. But give it a shot, man. I haven't had one of these in a long time. It's just like a Blue Moon, except similar.
Real quick, while you're taking your sip, Scott Reed says, hey. And then he says, Spider-Man, Daryl Talley, baby. And then he asked Buffalo Will, where do you get one of those Talley shirts? Actually, it was from Shirts 26, I believe it's called. They were doing a special thing. You might be able to reach out to them and see if they still have any more. But it's for charity and stuff like that. I got it a while back. I have a size small. I don't think you can fit in a size small, though. But if you know somebody who does, let me know. Sorry. Go ahead, Vinny. Tell us about your brew.
Oh, man. I already got a halfway down the hatch right there. Oh, this is a good beer. This is really, really good. You can hang at a tailgate party with this. You go to a house party just to chill, watch the game, do a show. This is probably the highest rating beer I've ever done. Out of 5, I give it a 4.7, man. This is really good.
You like those, huh?
I like it. Enjoying it a lot. There it is. A lot of you guys I know heard of it. Shock top.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I'm for a 4.8 or whatever. But I
don't know. Maybe hey, I'm gonna attribute to it that it's still hot down here in Florida. I had a long day of work and I'm real thirsty. So you could give a plus or minus 2 points, all right? But I'm still going with a 4.7. I'm gonna ride it out. If you guys want a good beer, do it at the tailgate or at a party or watching the game, highly recommend it from your cuz right here.
Cuz. And it tastes better after a victory. By the way, Anthony, a.k.a. Mutz, big Jet fan, saying Zach Wilson. because they finally got their first win. This is not for you, Mutz boy. This is for Buffalo, even though there's a big Viking on there. Vikings lost, so it's not for them. Bills fans, Viva los Bills fans, Bills Mafia, Bills Nation. Salute, Bills fans for that win. This is called, I think it's called Ian Stock. Ian Stock. It's an Icelandic Arctic Pale Ale. It's pretty good. I like it so far. What is this? 5.6 volumes of alcohol. It's smooth. It's a little hoppy, but not bad. You could drink this in the cold tundra of Buffalo, even though it has a little Viking on it. So I'm giving it like a 4.3. They go down easy.
That's pretty high, man. Nice. We got some high rating today. And by the way, 5.2% alcohol on this one. I didn't say that. I didn't say the alcohol content. Not that it really matters because I go for flavor anyway. Except for that greatest beer in the world that you had. That had like 9% alcohol and you were slurring by the end of the show. But it's all good, man. You deserve to slur that in the show because we won 40-0. Another shutout.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute. Salute. Cheers. Cheers.
Cling, cling.
2 shutouts in the last 4 games, man. Only 4 teams in the NFL have done that feat within the first 4 games. So we on a good route. 2 shutouts. Number 1 defense. Josh Allen, I hear a lot of people talking about, Josh Allen ain't putting up the numbers he did from last year, yada, yada, yada. But Josh, as well as you and I, we don't care about the stats. We just want the W. So games are going to be played different. If you get a high-scoring game, now you get the defense to come over here. You get the running game going. It's a whole different ball game when you have the lead. You see what I'm saying? They pulled him out, put Trubisky in the whole 4th quarter. Now he could have just easily stayed in there and just padded the stats,
You're way too ahead, bro. You're way ahead of yourselves. What's going on, man? That shop talk hitting. You're ready to review the whole game. Yeah. We're not even there yet.
I got this is my high 4.7, the highest one.
Listen, Jason Maldonado, that's the one putting out bills, handing out donuts weekly.
That's right.
Out loud. That's right. Now let me hop back over here because for some reason it's not popping up. This bum Mutz boy Anthony, he's saying, "Let's go Buffalo" is the worst chant in all of football. I hear this all the time. This guy's a clown. He's a Jet fan. They're lucky they could spell out Jets with that Jets. Jets. Come on, man.
I'm in Daytona. I'm in Daytona Beach, Florida. There's a whole bunch of Bills fans. I got a Nissan Titan with a Bills logo on the back. I saw a Jeep pull up to me. He lowered his window. I lowered my window. He said, "Go Buffalo." You know what I said? Go Buffalo. That's all it is. It's like an unspoken rule, man. You don't say, "Hey, let's go Buffalo," and you're like, yeah, go Buffalo. No, it's go Buffalo. Go Buffalo. Listen, keep on going. You know what I'm saying?
It took those guys a long, long time to figure out how to spell Jets. So I don't pay attention to these clowns. By the way, Scott Reed said, "Cheers, cheers, Scott."
Salute, Scott. Hey, not to knock the Jets, JT, but they have a fireman for every year the Jets crash. They got the fireman on the sideline to put the fire out.
Fireman Ed, boom. What else? Let's go. Scott Reed said, "Cousin Vinny, Blue Moon makes an IPA." Moon Haze. It's so good.
I'm going to check that out for sure, man. Appreciate it, bro.
My buddy Dennis said, "Willie." And that was it. Angel Rodriguez. Is that your friend?
Yes, sir. That's my boy.
I don't know if I'm a comment. I don't know if I'm
Philly. He's the one that put Buffalo Sucks.
Yeah, he put Buffalo Sucks. Get out of here, mira coño.
Hey, that's my boy, but hey, he's a Philly fan, man. So I don't have to say anything. I'll just leave it alone. The record speaks for itself.
Kind of sad down there. All right, real quick. Last week, I guess we'll touch on some of these games. What's up, Angel? Just busting chops. Excuse me. Straight up, I went 12-4 again. Straight up, I'm doing pretty damn good. with the spread.
That's
I went
pretty
9
damn
and
good.
7 again. 9 and 7. Excuse me. Neither one of my parlays hit. I don't even know if I gave out the parlays, but neither one hit. Looking at some of these games, yeah, to me, Washington against the Falcons. I think we both picked Washington. You have your picks there? How'd you do?
10-6. I want to go in 10-6. The Jets killed me. There's a couple games that I thought would be going a little bit different, but close games, a couple of them that I called. But yeah, I want to go in 10-6.
Yep. Just to share with Dennis, I mean, he's sharing a little too much. Blue Moon gives me beer farts. Yep. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks for sharing. Anyway, I said, listen, you guys put it out there. We'll say it. Even Angels Buffalo sucks. I didn't want to say that, but all right. Respect. You guys are commenting. Listen, to me, Washington, man, if Washington gets healthy, I picked them to win the division. They're starting to heat up. If they get their players back, they might be pretty nasty. Another game, I was like, the Giants beating the Saints. Who are the Saints? Who are totally different.
Who was that?
Totally different without Drew. You don't know what you're going to get. Yeah, it's like week to week. Don't like it.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the pick games I did not pick because I think Giants defense was going to be up to par, but it was another sucker, man. I mean, it is what it is. That's why you got to play the game. You can't just throw your jersey on the field and say you won. So a lot of these games that we've been calling, we've been close in a lot of games that were called, in terms of wins and losses, but that one definitely was a shocker for me.
I mean, yeah, I didn't think they were going to win. I thought the Saints would cover. They didn't. The one that was a shocker to me, and it shouldn't have been because I didn't do my homework, was the Titans against the Jets. Both A.J. Brown, is it A.J. Brown and Julio Jones didn't play. So, they're running with backup wide receivers. They couldn't get it done. And what's crazy is the Jets are going to see almost the same setup this week. Gage isn't playing, and Calvin Ridley isn't playing for the Falcons. I mean, for the Falcons. So they might get another team with backup wide receivers playing. So who knows? Another quick thing, like Cardinals beating the Rams. Cardinals seem to be for real. The beginning of the season, I said I don't know what to expect from this team, but damn, they're playing some good ball.
Yes, sir.
Can't take nothing away from them. What else do I have over here? Broncos. We picked the Ravens to win, but are the Broncos for real? They beat 3 crappy teams. They lost to their first.
We talked about that at the end of the game. Yeah. I took the Ravens on that because they have beaten, some teams. And when you think about it, a lot of people, the Bills have, we've gotten 2 donuts that we've given out, 40-0, 35-0. But in retrospect, if you look at it, we knocked 2 out in the first game. So we played it back. They played it backed up. We beat them. And then, we had a rookie last week, David Mills, and he looked like a deer in headlights. So I knew we were going to put up points. I took the 16. I told you to take the 16 on the spread. They more than covered. They double covered if that's even a term. So that's another. Are we that good, or is it that the other opposing teams, we're taking advantage of what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, listen. You beat up Washington. Washington, even though they have a few injuries and stuff, they're still a good number-wise, if you look at it, their D is not as good as they were. It's, they're in the 20s on each. So it's like, hey, we lost to the Steelers. And I think that was a wake-up call for the Bills. Like, whoa, what the hell? And now look at the Steelers. They can't even get out of their own way. Yep. So it could be a little bit of –
I propose an investigation. I want the NFL to investigate how the hell the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Buffalo Bills. That's what I need. I'm inquiring. I'm asking. I'm petitioning to see how the hell the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Bills week 1.
I guess real quick, actually, we forgot because we were talking here. Angel wants to know who we like tonight. Personally, let's see.
We got the end of the show. We got the end of the show with our picks, Angel. You got to stay tuned. We do our picks at the end of the show.
He's talking about for tonight's game against the Rams and Seahawks.
You know what? We should kind of pick it because the show's going to
start. Before
it
even starts or anything.
Yeah, that way if it's like 20-0, we can't call our game. So go ahead. You go first.
Okay, so I'm not sure if the spread is still the same. I believe the Rams were -2.5. I like the Seattle Seahawks. Listen, the Cardinals might have exposed the Rams a little. I actually was on Interrupt Your Lunch with Marty the other day, and I can't change my picks, but I do like the Rams. I think the Rams defense will keep Russell Wilson in check. But the thing is, Russell Wilson's 4-0 on Thursday nights. Kid has not lost. And, he's not as young as Kyler, but he could roll out. He could throw out of the pocket. He could throw on the run. The guy's a beast. I just don't like their defense. Their defense is suspect. They have a lot of good weapons on offense, though. But with that said, I'm taking the Rams. I would take the Rams, given minus the 2.5.
Yeah, that's a good call, man. Seattle's pass rush, the defense isn't really that good. Are they going to be able to keep up with the Rams in terms of a shootout? I don't know, but I'm with you, man. I think the Rams are going to take this one 28-21. So take the -2.5. I think it's going to be a 1-touchdown game at least with the Rams winning.
This is actually Jason Maldonado saying the commercial got him hyped for KC Buffalo game. Phil Collins, I can feel it in the night. Air Tonight song.
Baby.
Yeah, it's a great song. Ray Lewis used to come out to that, but that was good. Angel saying Rams. He picked the Rams too. And
good call,
then I guess he gave us the thumbs up.
Good call. Good call.
Real quick, the one team I'm like a little suspect about, I picked them to possibly go undefeated, and that was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they had the whole squad coming back. They haven't, they lost to the Rams, fine. Then they played the Pats. They beat the Pats, yeah, but they beat them by 2 points, I think it was.
It was more of an emotional game. It was an emotional game, though, man. Everybody come hyped up. The GOAT came back to New England. It's just weird to me. I don't know, man. Since I'm a diehard Buffalo Bills fan, Angel's a Philly fan. Your boy Nealon's a Jet fan. We're all diehards. It's a little weird to me to see a guy with a split jersey, a New England Patriot to the right and a Tampa Bay Buccaneer with a GOAT hat. I kind of – I know he gave him a couple good years, six Lombardi trophies. I can't hate the man for that. I know they love him still. It's like a ex-girlfriend that you still like. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird, but they.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that. I've been married for 28 years, so I take that back. But anyway, listen. Yeah. It was all good. If you watched the pregame, it was cool to see them showing love to Brady. But just like a couple of the fans said, listen, once the game starts and that whistle's blown, we want to get that W, baby. So, it's a love-hate relationship. I could see how they still love him for the 6 championships, but I can't see splitting the jersey. That's like me splitting the jersey down the middle and having like the Bills, Jets on one side. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Yeah. Really? I think give the man his props, but don't put a jersey on if he's from the opposing team.
I think it's that, it wasn't like he was traded, and it was pretty much, all right, it's time for you to go. Go ahead, move on, or whatever it was. So if that was your favorite quarterback, you're like, damn, man, he took us to 8 Super Bowls. He won 6. It's like, damn, I kind of get it. So, but then are you really a Pats fan in what you're saying, or are you just a Brady fan? Because then,
by the way, thanks to the Manning family for him not getting 8 trophies.
Yeah. If not, he would have had 8. Just imagine. So I get that. So were you a Brady fan or you were just a Pats fan or what? Either way, whatever. To me, they're not looking as dominant as I thought they were going to be, especially with pretty much their whole team.
You got to take into consideration, look what happened last season. They didn't look dominant. They lost to the Green Bay Packers twice. They didn't look that good, in the midst, in the beginning of the season. Then at the tail end of the season, the last 3 or 4 games, and then into the postseason, they look like a team that was different from the first half. So the NFL's like that. Look at the Jets. The Jets. I know that. That's a bad analogy, but look at a couple of these teams like the Saints. They're traditionally a real good team. mid-season, I got a feeling they're going to come through at the tail end of the season and do good for playoff time. That's one of my predictions. I think they're going to bounce off that loss and come back, with the damn, it's a hard one to come back from the Giants. But I think later on, as the season progresses, they're going to get better. That's how the NFL works, man. The teams you need to watch. Look what happened with Pittsburgh last year. They went 11-0, and then they just totally collapsed. It was the weirdest thing to ever watch in football in the past 20 years that I've seen. And this year they started off strong. They beat the Bills, which I inquired an investigation. But look, they've lost 3 in a row. So, the NFL is very unpredictable. It's a streaks, football gods. You know how that goes, man.
Yep. Well, listen. As long as the Bills just keep going, it's fine.
That's what I'm talking about. Cheers to that before I crack the other one open. Cheers to that, baby. Yeah. As long as the Bills keep getting that W, I don't care about Josh Allen's stats. Hell, Josh Allen doesn't even care about his stats as long as he gets the W.
That's
he already paid. He already paid, so he don't care.
That's the way it should be. Let me do it. Let me throw the gangster up here, like back in the day, bro. Gangster, man. What? That's what the Bills did. That's what the Bills did. They went gangster on poor Houston. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Yeah. All right, we lost to Pittsburgh. We thought Pittsburgh was going to be one of those playoff teams. They don't look like it now, but they have the talent. They're just getting beat up. Ben's looking slow. But you have to beat the crappy teams, like Denver's beat the crappy teams, the first 3. Now you have to see what they're really made of when they play better teams. Bills went in there, played Houston. 40-0. Like you said, it's the second shutout for the Bills this season. Second game in a row of 40 points or more. The Bills joined the Ravens and the 1991 Bills. This guy was on that team. 1991 Bills to record 2 shutouts in the first 4 games of the season. The D has given up 44 points through the first 4 games, which is second best in team's history. In 1982, I think this guy was still there in 1982. I'm not sure, but 1982, they gave up 40. So they 4 points more. Let's start throwing out some stuff. Hold on. Let me move down my banner over here so I could put we're recapping. So look at that. You see, I'll put that little up there. Try to be fancy on this show now. Okay. This guy, boom, Stephon Diggs, setting another record. Stephon Diggs, NFL record for catches by a player in their first 20 games with a team. He has 153. Boy, he's going off this year. This guy coming
By the way, 40 targeted passes, 0 drops, baby.
There you go. Jaquan Johnson registers his first career interception as he got his first start this year. Another guy, boom, redhead machine or red monster, whatever they call this guy, Makovich, Tyler. He recorded his first interception. It was in the 4th quarter, I believe it was. These two going to the prom together. Right there. Crazy stat. Bills are 18-1 when Josh Allen has an above rating of 100. And Bills are 8-0 when this guy scores a touchdown. So these two going to the prom together, smacking high fives here, bling, bling. When they connect and Knox has a touchdown, they're pretty much winning the game. 8-0. Crazy stat. Crazy. Make sure you throw the ball to him, Josh, especially this weekend. Listen, the Bills went off, man. And look at Josh, 20 for 30? 20 for 30, 30 passes. He really didn't have to go crazy. That first interception, I was actually working. A guy underneath me had the Bills game on his phone. I was like, yo, what's going on?
First pass.
He's like, Josh.
Man, I'm like, oh, no. First pass. Yeah, I'm like, oh, my God.
He was like, Josh threw an interception. And they went for it on 4th down. The Bills defense stopped them. I was like, yeah, good stuff. And then the Bills just went and did their thing. Look, you got 14 carries for Singletary, 79 yards. Zach Moss, 14 carries, 61 yards. Zach averaged 4.4 yards a carry, Singletary 5.6. I throw Josh is in there, 6 carries for 41 yards. Trubisky had 4 carries for 10. So, Reggie Gillian had 1 and Emmanuel Sanders had 1 for 7. They got some running in, which we needed. It's about time. I understand they're already up. At one point, what was it, 19-0 going into the fourth quarter, and then it went crazy? Insane. It exploded. Not going to always happen, but, that's what it was. Defense is playing crazy. Top defense. This is the way we thought the defense was going to play last year. They're actually
and that's
playing.
Without Jordan Poyer. That was out without Poyer.
Yeah. So, did Star really make that much of a difference? It's kind of crazy.
I don't want to call myself a Bills genius defensive caller, but I said Star Luther will stop the pass rush if he comes and shows up. Pull out the file, pull out the tapes. We'll go back to the file. I kept saying I was pissed off that he took the year off, and I was pissed off that he didn't come to practice in the first couple of weeks. But, hey, he's making a difference. Being double, triple team, stopping, run stopping, run stuffing. That's what he wants. Somebody put that Drew Beasley. I can't see the name on the comment. Yeah. Maybe you can see the name.
I was going to wait to put that out. Who did that? That was Jason Maldonado. Yeah, I was going to bring that up a little bit later, but yes, they did boo Beasley.
Yeah, stand by, Jason. We're going to talk about that.
Yep, real quick. Dennis is saying he picked up Dawson Knox in his fantasy team, Willie.
One of the best. How do I word it? One of the most improved players for 2021 from last year is Dawson Knox. That's on my list for sure.
Marty for interrupt your lunch. 50 inches of Viva Los Bills. Drink up, covers and Vinny.
Salute, Marty.
German Susio, who I haven't heard from a while. Well, he did chime last week. Jets on a win streak. Yep, that's his team. They're on a win streak. They might get their second one this week.
I was happy for him, man. I was happy for him. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I was happy for Jets win. Zach Wilson gets his first W. Hopefully build up his confidence. But when you look at him, man, he's like a kid, man. When you look at him in the face, like, man, but he'll mature. He got that first W in his belt. I think his future's bright.
Yeah, I think that once they work out some of their issues, but I mean, he looks pretty good. He's got to understand he can't make all those throws, and these cornerbacks are fast, and they'll pick them off. Marty also said, streaming you on Google Cast. Buffalo Bill beard is fire. We both got our beards going.
I'm gonna have to catch up to you, Will. Damn.
I'm not shaving, so it's gonna be a while. So thanks for all the comments, guys. Keep it coming. We'll post them and we'll throw them out there.
Hey, guys, whatever comments you got, it doesn't have to be Bills related. If you want to talk about your team, we'll chime in as best as we can. Give y'all our opinion and what we think, and we don't bash anybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't even bash the New England Patriots no more. We just talk football. We love football. We love the Buffalo Bills. But if you guys got a question about any of your teams, we'll gladly try to answer it.
I'll bash your team too. I don't care.
In love. We'll just make fun real quick and keep it moving.
in love. Yeah, I'll bash your team.
In love.
You're lucky I don't have. Where's that? I deleted it. The poor lion guy. Deleted. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Talking so much. Here's a clip from Buffalo Bills site of.
All right, here we go. Hey, that's a great team win right there. Great job, man. I know it's another goose egg, but it doesn't happen without the other two phases. And the defense doesn't do what they do without special teams as well, and offense. And offense don't do what they do without you guys, right? So that's what I'm talking about, complementary football. We got a lot to work on yet, right? A lot to work on. I like how we came out in the second half and got our act together offensively. Let's go, Josh. You got us. Here we go, fellas. Hey, enjoy this 24 hours. Tomorrow on to the next. Hey, lot to clean up. Let's get in tomorrow. Work through it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
You gotta like that. You gotta like it. They're always, spreading the love everywhere. Enjoy your 24 hours. Got to work on what we did wrong and get it on. So that's what you want to hear. Quick, German said AFC will have the best QBs in the NFL soon. That's a possibility. You got Wilson if he pans out. I think it's going to come down more to the offensive line, and if they get another wide receiver, and Mac Jones is looking pretty good too. Tua, yeah. I picked him. If there's going to be a bust in the AFC, the East, I think it's going to be Tua. That's just me. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that.
I never liked Tua. He never showed me anything deep. You know what I mean? We didn't get to watch him that much last year. He got bailed out by Fitz Magic. A lot of the games where he was losing, they put Fitz in there. You know, somebody said Buffalo Bills ranked number 4 in the NFL. I've seen a couple rankings that they were number 1 actually in the power ranking. You know, at CBS, I believe, and ESPN, they had them at number 1 for this week. There you go. You already got it. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, mine ain't giving the names of on my screen of the people that are commenting. So you're gonna have to help me out, Will, because I don't want to leave nobody excluded. But it said Bills ranked number 4 in the NFL, and I can't see who that was. I want to give them props for asking the question.
That's Angel.
Angel, okay, Angel. Yeah, they got number 4 in the NFL. Maybe NFL.com, but I've seen a couple of polls where they got them at number 1 right now.
I don't know if it's like you guys have to give certain agreement or like permissions, and that's why the names are coming out. Or Bobby had said in the past, like some of the stuff is off with Facebook or something. So I don't know. As long
as you tell me, we can shout it out, man, because I don't want to leave nobody in. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's why I always try to say the names, and that's why I'm always looking over here because everybody's comments aren't always coming through. So, all right. Real quick, some NFL notes like we always do. It's not just about the Buffalo Bills. Mainly, yeah, but not always. Get gangster over here. Anyway, Urban Meyer video. Did you see this video? I didn't even see the video.
I just saw pictures, man. I didn't even want to look at the video. I was like,
Marty had me on his show. Marty had me on his show, and he did a little rapid question. And I was like, what? What video? I didn't even know about it. And then I saw it. Like why? First of all, you lost the game. You didn't fly home with your team. And then you go to, I think it's his own bar. I think he owns the bar. I'm not sure. Might be wrong. But I think it's his own bar. And then you have, I think, like a 20-something-year-old rubbing you down there. And you know, everybody has cameras now. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. You're married. You have kids, probably her age. Like, come on. Be a little smart.
Somebody just commented back, Grandpa.
I got to see who that was. Jason Maldonado. Bad Grandpa. Laugh out loud. That was actually pretty funny.
I see John Bailey commented too. He said, number 1, smoking too much of that Josh Allen Green stuff. What up, fellas?
I
swear. Look it up. I see the man. I was even saying it. Even that's funny, man. But I think they're in the top 5. I don't see them as number 1 right now. Maybe within the first, because of the point against, you know, with the defense stepping up the way they have, and the high percentage on the offense. You know, 40 points. You know, 35 points, another 40-something points. I can see them being up there in terms of point against. You know, points on top.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
John Beerling commented that they're not that Josh. I put him as number 1. It wasn't me. It was some of the rankings. He said number 1. I must be smoking some of that Josh Allen Green. That's something he would say too. I can picture him in my mind as he's saying it.
I was gonna say, man, it's been a while since I heard from John. What up, Beerling? Hello, John. We just take the power rankings, all right, guy? So, yeah. Somebody has
what I'm reading.
Anyway, what do you think about this Urban Meyer thing? Like, then it's been said, or some players came out and told reporters, blah, 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 like the players don't respect them. Nobody's buying into them. I mean, it's kind of messed up.
That video ain't helping them.
Yeah.
See? I think what happened was he had too many of these. That's what happened. He was not this particular one. He might have watched the Viva Los Bills shows last week and probably had, or a week before, and saw that world's most famous beer, world's best beer that you were promoting. He probably had a couple of them. And like you said, man, there's cameras everywhere. Khan has, you know, made a statement. I don't know if you have it there, but he made a statement that, you know, he made a mistake. Now he's going to have to prove it to us. So it's a mess over there, man. It's a mess, and I wouldn't expect that coming from Urban Meyer. You know,
but
it's a point.
People are already saying they should fire him. What do you think about that? Me personally, I don't think so, man. That team, they had a fire sale with defensive players leaving there. A lot of their talent left, and that was before he got there. He needs at least 3 years. This is a dumb mistake he did. Keep that stuff in private. The only one thing I would be like. Did you watch the video? I saw it.
I didn't want to watch the video. I for some reason I saw the stills. I'm like, I'll go watch it later, and I never did. Is it that bad?
He was sitting down. The girl was rubbing up on him. Doing her little dance.
I'm surprised you didn't pull it up. I'm surprised you didn't pull it up and play it like you did McDermott's post-game speech.
Maybe I should have. I didn't think about it. And he was just sitting there. Now, if that was Sean McVay, would it be a big deal? I don't know, because he's older. But regardless, you lost. You got to know better. You're married. You don't do that crap. If you do it in private somewhere where not everybody's going to see it. But I don't think you should fire the guy. And everybody's giving up on him. That's a problem, just because he came from college.
With 4 games into the season, you got a rookie quarterback. I mean, come on, man. You got to give the dude an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? The season was pretty much going to be a wash while these guys learn. You know what I mean? Learn each other, learn everything. I had him. What do we had him pegged? I think 3 wins for the whole year.
Maybe that. Yeah. Who's this? I gotta jump. That's Angel. Nothing wrong with the left hand. Well, if he would have won.
Hold on. Nothing wrong with the lap dance as long as they don't touch you. Is that what he's saying, Angel? So you're gonna get me in trouble, man. No, man, what he did was wrong because he's a person of high status in Jacksonville. If he walks down the street, everybody knows who he is. He's a well-known coach from the Florida Gators. He's the head coach from the Jacksonville Jaguars. People are going to have cameras. Social media. As he was doing this probably live on Twitter, live on Facebook, all that mess. Why do something stupid like that?
Hold on. 2 things. Real quick. If they had a winning record, do you think it would have been a big deal?
They wouldn't have kicked it, they wouldn't have dug up in his butt like they are now. They'd be like, oh, things happen, hey.
Yeah. Now,
as long as they were winning.
If he wasn't married and they had a winning record, do you think this would be a big deal? Or it would have been laughed at? Probably not, right?
When he's single, he's just having fun.
And they're winning. Oh, he's great. He's celebrating a win. It was just bad.
You know what? I read Angel's thing says nothing wrong with the lap dance. It's kind of, I know Angel, so I'm saying it how I'm reading it how it would come out of his mouth, and it's like making me laugh.
No. He also said no. So, honestly, it's just messed up because they're losing. He's married, first of all. And I don't know what people expected. Like, that team was going to be good. Come on, stop it. Anyway, moving on. I know you brought up Stefon Diggs. What is it? What you say? 40 catches in a row?
40 thrown to 0 drops.
So that's him. Right now, Washington's wide receiver, Terry McLaurin, he was on my fantasy team last year. He owns the longest streak now without a drop. He's hauled in 128 consecutive catches without a drop. And this guy makes some crazy jump, like diving catches, some hard catches, and he comes up with everything. You guys are a beast. Some more news. Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield has a partially torn left labrum in his shoulder. But he said he's going to play through it. He doesn't need surgery.
It's not a throwing arm, so he should be good.
Exactly, until somebody rips him. Oh, yeah. Until somebody
dislocated shoulder. So I don't know about you. I've had dislocated shoulder, but thank God it's not his throwing arm, but it's still going to affect his game when he plants and kind of, lifts his arm up. And even when he gets hit an awkward way, it's a painful injury. It's a bad injury.
That's what I want to see is when he gets hit. So, kudos for him to keep in there, stay in there. Some of the other people might have just been soft and been like, call it quits.
He's no LeBron James on the side of the court.
That's right. News came out earlier that
get some heat on that.
I don't like Steph. What's his name? LeBron. Earlier news was that New England had cut Stefon Gilmore. Yeah, Stephon Gilmore, but that wasn't true. I guess they were going to got out in the
I
league.
thought they was going to save up like 7-point-something million on the cap on their.
But Carolina Panthers said, "Whoa, hold up!" Called him up, said, "We'll give you a 6th-round draft pick for him in 2023. You'll take it." The Pats took it, so at least they got a 6th-round pick.
They got something for him then instead of paying him.
Exactly, they were going to drop him, release him anyway. I guess the Panthers wanted to make sure they got him instead of somebody else. And he can't.
There's a lot of questions going around. You know, I got a couple people asking me, "Hey, would you want Stephon Gilmore back?" I'm like, no. The way he left Buffalo, I didn't like the way he left Buffalo. I don't like the way, things went down. He was on the injured reserve or whatever they had him on, and he's coming back. I don't want him back. I didn't want him back because of the turmoil he caused leaving Buffalo. So we don't need that right now. Cam Lewis and all the other guys, they're all doing well. So I have your boy Levi Wallace, all the boys are doing good. So I have no reason for him to come. Even with Richard Sherman getting signed with Tampa Bay, I could care less where they go. We got a good squad, man. We got a good defensive squad. We got good cornerbacks. We got a good combination for number 27 over there, Trey White. So I'm happy with what we got right now. I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, me too. Listen, but he can't play until week 6 anyway because he was on the PUP list. So physically unable to play list before a 6th-round pick. I know you didn't want him. I would have taken him. Listen, he left. He wanted more money. I get it. The Bills at that time didn't have the money really to give him, and they weren't going to give him. But just imagine don't get me wrong. I love my boy Levi. Cam Lewis is stepping up big. Tremaine Johnson. He's a beast over there. Mm-hmm. I like our squad. But if you throw Trey White over there with Stephon Gilmore, woof, that would have been ugly. Real ugly. You could have just moved players all around. They love playing that nickel defense. You could have had Wallace in the nickel and Tyron Johnson in that slot also out there playing. Just imagine that secondary. Would have been insane. But again, we don't need them really. Would have been nice for a year.
Somebody just posted 2 again. I can't get the name. The Bills need to get Zach Ertz more weapons. I was all for that whole. Who was that?
That's Angel.
Yeah, me and Angel talked about it. Me and you talked about it. I was mad gung-ho on getting Zach Ertz. I thought we would push for him. But in retrospect, looking at it now, Zach Ertz is a hell of a baller, a hell of a tight end. But the way Knox is playing right now, I'm not disappointed that we didn't get Zach Ertz. He stepped up. He's balling right now. I think this was a make or break season for Dawson Knox, and he's coming through, man. You see the catches he's making. You see the way he's just balling out, man. I'm excited for Knox. I think he's the most improved player. Like I said in the beginning of the show, I think in 2021, this season right now, I think Dawson Knox is the most improved player of this year besides A.J. Epinesa. I got to throw my man A.J. Epinesa in there. I think he's one of the most improved players also. So between both of them, I'm extremely happy with what we got in terms of edge rusher and in terms of tight end, because I told you at the beginning of the season, even off season, that we needed to upgrade at tight end. I wanted Zach Ertz. It fell through, unfortunately, but I got to give it to, like I said, I got to give it to Knox for stepping up. He's balling out.
Well, I've liked Knox from day one. I wouldn't mind have gotten Zach Ertz, but I said don't overpay for him. And look at this. This was the Bills game day breakdown roster. I forgot to throw it up there. They're still just running 2 tight ends, Knox and Tommy Sweeney. And you want to look at a 3rd tight end, it would be Reggie Gilliam. Even though they have him as fullback, he can slide over there and play tight end. So, they've been doing pretty well without Zach Ertz. Would it be nice to have him? Sure, but he's like their 2nd string over there in Philly anyway right now. So I guess that asking price was a little too high. If you could get a Gilmore for a 6th-round pick in 2 years from now, well, I wonder what they were asking for Zach Ertz. Real quick around the league, Cowboys released linebacker Jalen Smith. People were surprised about it, but he didn't last out there long. The Packers were like, "Whoop, get over here," pulling him over, signed him for the rest of the year. So he's over there with the Pack. Good move for them. Talking about power rankings now, Beelan could hop in. Listen, like I said, the last few weeks I've been doing CBS, ESPN, and Bleacher Report. CBS, 5 down. At 5th, they have the Browns. 4th, the Bills. So Beelan would be better or happier with that one. The Bucks at 3, Pack at 2, and Cardinals at 1. I think CBS is smoking a little bit of la-la because where are the Rams? How are you going to have the Rams out of this? I understand they lost to the Cardinals, but they beat Tampa. They should be in the top 5. But whatever. Moving on to ESPN. ESPN has the Pack at 5, Bucks at 4, Rams at 3, Cardinals at 2, and the Bills at 1. That was ESPN. Through the Bills.
See, Billy, I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making it up, Billy. See?
See? So, and then the other one we do is Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report has Chargers at 5, Buffalo at 4, Bucks at 3, Rams 2, Cardinals 1. Listen, would I flip the Cardinals and Bills if I was ESPN? Yeah. Why? Cardinals are 4-0 and they beat some tough teams. So I would give the undefeated team,
absolutely
that. But, besides that, I'm not arguing it. Bills are in the top 5. That's where they should be. That's the way I look at it.
Here's the deal, too, man. They should be at number 1. Cardinals should be at 1. They played some tough teams. They're 4-0. We're 3-1. And you could, granted, we goose-egged a couple teams.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said before, it was a rookie that we goosed, and we took Tua Tagovailoa out for the game. That's why we were able to win those games handily. So the test that we have is this week against Kansas City Chiefs. If we're able to pull that off, not only would be some big implications for the playoff seedings, but it'll be a statement. And in the back of my mind, I keep seeing the AFC Championship game with Stephon Diggs just looking at them celebrating. There it is right there. Boy, you the man. Hey, you the man. That picture right there, you on fire, brother. That picture right there stood out this whole week in my brain, and how they must feel after that loss in the AFC Championship game. I know there's got to be a lot of buzz in the locker room. I know there's got to be a lot of hype. A lot of guys are saying, Emmanuel Sanders said that loss right there stung the Buffalo Bills, and all he's heard all week was the chatter on what Bills players would have done differently, and he's looking forward to seeing what these guys, how they adjust for this game. It's going to be a great matchup. If you want to get into it right now, you want to wait till the end of the show because we have 47 minutes right now.
I got a few notes we'll talk about before that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we'll talk. That was cool because I didn't even know what Emmanuel Sanders said. But giving out some kudos real quick. This man, boom. To me, he has to be the biggest guy to step up this week against the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
And, you got to give the guy love. Listen, he had 6 tackles, 1 pass breakup, 1 interception off David Mills, rookie. But you know what? He was in that middle of the field, and that's where Kansas City likes making their living. And that's how they made their living against us last year in both games. And that's something the Bills have to suck up or cover better. But this guy, Trey, this is the first time he's gotten the honors of AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Listen, last year I thought he would be the middle linebacker, the best linebacker in the league. I felt sure. Yeah. So he's the
number 1 linebacker in the league right now in terms of PFF. So
yeah,
and that's doing really good.
Last year, that was
really helped. Huh?
I don't remember. I don't know if it was last year or the year before that. That was my prediction that he would be the best linebacker in the league.
Absolutely. He's right there right now as the number 1 linebacker right now. Angel also put you could beat the Chief. The difference is that they sucks and the Eagles were right there with them. The Eagles don't have a bad squad. When Jalen Hurts is on fire, they're a pretty dangerous team too. It's all about the matchups in the NFL. And I think we match up really well with the Chiefs. Go ahead. I'm about to say something that you're about to say. So
no. I was just going to say it's almost 15. We got about 10 minutes. We got to pick up our pace a little, real quick.
Okay. All right. It's on you.
Let's go quick. Matt Milano missed 2 practices straight. Not looking good due to a hamstring injury in the game last weekend. He only played 17 snaps. Not good. Somebody brought this up. I think it was Reed. They booing this man. And he's like, what the hell? The only place I get booed at is in Buffalo, and you have people yelling to him to get vaxxed. The only thing I can say about that is if all the fans are going to have to be vaxxed from October 31st on, does he have to get vaxxed? Again, me personally, I think it should be your choice. Because he's like he said, he's like, if you're all vax and that protects against the people who aren't vax, why are you worried about it? Again, that's up to you. Everybody should have their own opinion and should have their choice. That's me. Again, talking about
a couple people were telling me that at the game that they weren't saying boo, they were saying Beasley when he got caught. And maybe they're booing him because he only caught 2 passes for 16 yards. I mean, we don't really know, but I think Beasley's a loved guy in Buffalo. You know, there might be some assholes that are saying, hey, get vax. But for the most part, he's a lovable guy. Everybody loves him. He put up big numbers. You know, he needs to chill, man, because Buffalo loves him.
Well, it's the thing. You're always going to get some people who love him, some people who don't. Some are going to boo, some are going to cheer. You know, I wouldn't think Buffalo is as judgmental as, say, lower New York, like Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, like the way they're over here. You could have a great game, they love you. Then you turn around and have a bad game and they hate you. The Bills defense leads the NFL in takeaways with 11. These guys are getting the job done this year. Also, the Bills lead the NFL with a point differential of plus 90 through the first 4 games. They're tearing it up. Oh, boy, look at this. We got Kurt from the KK Show. Big one Sunday. Yep, let's go. Beat KC. He wants us to beat KC so Denver can take a few steps ahead of and go Broncos.
Why you gotta throw the Denver comment in there? Will, come on now. Give the man
look at it right there. Look at it. Go Broncos. I know I was listening to the K show before ours. I was hearing what Kurt had to say. Okay.
What's up, Kurt?
Let's start picking our picks. We already picked tonight's games. We both went with the Rams. So let's move on to the early game on Sunday. I think it's like at 10 in the morning or something. Jets against the Falcons. Both of them are 1-3. The big thing here, no Gage, no Ridley. Ridley didn't travel to London on personal reasons or something like that. So who knows? Falcons are giving up 3 right now. If Gage was there and Ridley were there, I think I would go with the Falcons. I don't want to do this, but I think just because those 2 aren't there, I'm going to have to go with the Jets. That's for German. Socio.
This one's in England, ain't it? It's overseas.
Yep, London's over there.
Man, you know, I don't know, man. I was really torn. I thought the Jets would be the bottom of the barrel this year, but man, for them to beat the Titans, man, that's got to give it to them, man. They balled out.
No wide receivers.
Huh?
No wide receivers.
I know, and they balled out against Titans, man. This one's gonna be a tough one because I know, you know, I know Matt Ryan could light it up at any second, but man, I think it's a great opportunity for the Jets to come out and win this game, man. So I'm gonna go with the Jets. I think it's gonna be a close one. I think it might be 24-21, but I'm taking the Jets on this one. For some reason, my gut feeling says that Zach Wilson got that first W. He got a taste of victory against a really good team. You know, in terms of the Titans, they stopped the running game. I'm gonna take the Jets, man.
All right. We're both going with the Jets. Me, just because of this bad wide receiver situation. Moving on. Packs 3-1. Bengals 3-1. Listen, I did this the other day, yesterday. So these are the odds going off of ESPN. They had the Pack -3. Bengals have been that team that burned me a few times. Pack, it's just a Pack. Bengals at home. I can't count on Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers -3. I can't see them losing, but hey, these Bengals keep proving me wrong. I don't think they will this week.
I'm kind of with you. I think Aaron Rodgers, after that first game, he looked horrible the first game, just like how the Bills, you know, it was a complete surprise to me how they played. But since then, he's been lighting it up. Green Bay Packers been lighting it up. I know Joe Burrow had a big day. You know, they're a surprise too. They're both 3-1. But I think the Packers are going to take it. I think Green Bay is going to take it. I think Aaron Rodgers got, you know, even all the turmoil and the stuff that happens with the upper management and everything. That first game, I thought they were done for the season. Literally, the way they played like the worst I've ever seen Green Bay play. But since then, they bounced back. So I'm going to take Green Bay. And I'm going to say Packers 28, Bengals 17. I think it's going to be a wide margin of a win.
All right, let's pick up the pace.
Yes, sir.
Pick up the pace.
All right. You tell me to pick up the pace. Down.
0-4 Lions are going to Minnesota 1-3. Minnesota has got to be one of the biggest disappointments this year so far. They lost to the Browns, close game there. The Lions have been in some of these games and they just can't seem to find a way to win. I think the Vikings will, -9 is kind of tough to me, but I think the Vikings win this game and cover the 9. 9's pretty hefty.
I think the Vikings got to step it up. There's going to be the third or fourth game at home. They got to win this game. Vikings third or fourth game at home. Lions lost a couple of squeaker games, with the kick field goal, the long field goal, but I think the Vikings need this one at home. So I got the Vikings. I think they're going to score 24-19. I take the Vikings.
All right, moving on. Broncos 3-1 facing the sad Steelers at 1-3. Steelers are actually favored in this one. It's kind of throwing me off. I mean, Kurt might not be happy with my selection. Listen, I think Big Ben is done. If the Broncos defense could get to him, they'll win this game. But for some reason, I think the Steelers might win this game.
Man, I'm tore up with this game because I know Teddy got hurt and they might have Drew Lock starting for him. So it's a tough one, man. It might come down to the defenses. Who did you pick? You picked Denver?
No, I picked Pittsburgh for some reason.
Yeah, man. I know Kurt's watching. He loves us. I love him, but I think it's going to be a tough one, man. I think Pitt might pull this one out. Kurt, I love you, bro. But I am going to say this. It's going to be a defensive game. I think it's going to be won by a field goal or less. So I say Steelers 21, Broncos 19 or 18. By a field goal. It'll be like 2-3 points. It'll be a last possession type game with these two quarterbacks.
Pittsburgh Angels doing the pick side by side with us. Dolphins 1-3. Buccaneers 1-3. 3-1. Sorry. Dolphins 1-3. Bucks 3-1. Bucks are giving up 10 points. I think this is the battle of down there in Florida, and I think the Bucks are going to win this, even though -10. Dolphins' offense has not been there. It's just been dismal. So I can't see them scoring 10 points on the Pack. Tampa. Oh my God, I can't speak. Buccaneers.
Yeah, man. Bucks are on a roll. They got Richard Sherman. I think he's going to have a big game against whoever's quarterbacking now this week for freaking Miami. So I think Tampa Bay is going to win, and I think they're going to win big. So I got Tampa Bay 28-21.
All right. Saints 2-2. Washington 2-2. What damn Saint team's going to show up? No clue, but they're going down to Washington. I'm actually the Saints are giving up 2 points right now.
Ooh.
I like Washington. I was on interrupt your lunch. I'm picking Washington. I picked them there. I think Washington's better than the Giants. So if the Giants can beat the Saints, why can't Washington?
I like the way you think. But this is one of them games. Okay, there's no parlays and none of that crap. This is one of them. You get a quarter and you flip it, and whoever lands, that's who you're gonna pick because Washington has a good pass rush. If their defense shows up, New Orleans is gonna struggle like they did with the Giants. So I'm kind of with you, man. But if like a flip, it's gonna be a real nail biter close game. I think the Washington might pull it out. As much as I hate to say it, because I think New Orleans might bounce back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna scratch it. New Orleans needs to bounce back if they're gonna contend for the NFC. So I'm going with the Saints. You said you got the Washington. I think the Saints are gonna come back big. So I got the Saints 21, Washington 14.
All right, so you and your boy Angel are both picking the Saints. I like Winston, but the guy's just letting me down too much. Moving on. Eagles, Angels team 1-3. Panthers 3-1, giving up 3.5 points. Quick, easy, bam. Panthers giving up the points.
You taking the Panthers? Is that what you said? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, man.
Okay. No, you know what? The Panthers. Oh man, this is a tough one too. Philly did good things against the Chiefs, and Chiefs, they're good. Their offense. I take it back. Chiefs did good against the Chiefs, but Chiefs are almost dead last on defense. Quit covering yourself. They're dead last in every category on defense. The defense is a mess right now, so it ain't helping me gauge how the Eagles are doing. Carolina's got that one tough loss, so it's gonna be tough, man. Angel, I love you, but I think the Panthers are gonna pull it out, maybe 24-21. It's gonna be a close one. It could go either way, also. But I think the Panthers might take it.
Angel knows. He doesn't. You don't have to feel bad. He said it right there. Panthers. Bam. Moving on. Titans 2-2 playing the Jaguars 0-4. Titans of -4.5. Listen, man. If the sad Titans lose to the Jaguars, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm going to take the crappy Titans, especially if they're hearing the players aren't even buying into Urban Meyer's system. It's pretty sad they said that. They should keep that to themselves and have some pride and try to win some games. But I'm going to go with the Titans at 4, giving up 4.5. Hopefully some of their receivers come back.
I'm with you too, man. I think the Titans are going to pull it off, and I think they're gonna take it out on the Jaguars. And I can't wait to see the press once the Jaguars lose against the Titans. They're going to blame it on Urban Meyer with his fiasco with that girl. They're going to blame it on the team not buying into the system. I think it's a shambles over there. I think it's going to be a mess, and I think the Titans are going to pull it off, and I think they're going to pull it off big. I say 27-17 against the Jaguars. I think Titans are going to win big. They're going to take it out on the Jaguars.
We'll see. Let's move on. Pats 1-3. Texans 1-3. Pats are giving up 9 points. I mean, man, 9 points is a lot. The only thing is this kid Mills, he's learning. He's a rookie, and Belichick's defense. So I'm going to go with the Pats because of their defense should dominate this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Pats are going to, they play really good against Tampa Bay. Mac Jones shows some promising skills. I think he's going to be a good one in the future. But man, David Mills is in Houston. I know he's a rookie, but they're just not that good. Like I said last week, they're not good at all. So I got them winning. I got the Patriots winning maybe 21, Texans maybe 10. I think they might score a touchdown and a field goal against them, and that's about it. So I got 21-10 the Patriots.
Bears 2-2. Heading down to Vegas or across the way to Vegas, who is 3-1. Vegas is giving up 5.5. The Bears, I just don't know who the hell they are, even though, they actually got a win or two. They're saying if Andy Dalton's healthy, he's going to be playing. I'm going with the Raiders. Raiders got beat by the Chargers. Chargers are a way better team than the Bears. Excuse me.
Yeah. God bless you.
Raiders.
Yep. Raiders also, I think Raiders going to do it. I mean, they don't know what the hell's going on over there in terms of offensively in Chicago. Is it going to be Justin Fields? Is it going to be Andy Dalton? They don't even know. They can't. They're just a mess over there. Raiders D-line is freaking awesome. So I think they're going to do really well. Let's see what happens. Where'd you disappear to, man?
Don't worry. You'll find out.
With your Spider-Man outfit. I think the Raiders going to win big. I got the Raiders 28. I got the Bears 14.
All right, moving on. Browns 3-1. Chargers 3-1. Chargers are actually just giving up 1.5 points. These Chargers are playing some good football. They're not last year's Chargers or the years before that Chargers. They're actually playing as a unit, beating some tough teams. Man, I'm going to go with the Chargers, even though the Browns have a good D. Let's see how Baker does when he gets popped by Bosa. See if that shoulder holds up.
Yeah, but we could say that on the other end with the defensive line. The Browns are good if they can run the ball and they can take control of the game. It's going to be a tough one. I think the Browns are going to pull one, maybe 24-21. I got the Browns. I know you and
Angel,
my boy Angel, are picking the Chargers, but I think the Browns might pull this one if they can control the running game. They might pull this off and keep the Chargers offense off the field. I think the Browns will be able to win 24-21.
All right, moving on. Giants 1-3. Cowboys 3-1. Cowboys are giving up 7 points. They're at home. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Yeah, man. Cowboys don't look half as bad when they're playing. So I got to give it to the Cowboys. Giants are just, to me, I'm not convinced yet. I say the Giants 21, Cowboys 14.
The Nice little matchup here. 49ers.
No. Wait. Did I say Giants 21? I'm taking it back. Cowboys 21, Giants 14. I don't know if I said that right.
All right. So you're taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah, I think I said I confused them, but I am taking the Cowboys 21, Giants 14. I just want to clarify that when I get some emails and stuff. Angel said he don't care because that's the NFC East. He wants them both to lose. He's hoping they both have a draw.
49ers 2-2, Cardinals 4-0. Cardinals are giving up 5.5. Cardinals seem to be for real. So I'm going to take the Cardinals giving up 5.5 and beating up on the 49ers.
I don't know, man. 49ers are a tricky team, bro. Is what's his name, Garofalo playing? I know he got hurt his finger or something like that. You have any status on him?
I'm not sure. I think he was or he's not. It's up in the air. It's who knows.
Man, that's a tough one. I'm just gonna flip a coin now and take San Francisco 49ers. I'll take them. I ain't even gonna put a score on it, but I'm gonna take the 49ers on that one.
Wow. All right. Moving on to Monday night's game. The Colts 1-3. Ravens are 3-1. Ravens are giving up 7 points. For some reason, I don't know why, I like the Walking Dead. So I'm taking the Colts to get their second win.
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I think the Colts, the Colts one of the teams that I picked to beat the Buffalo Bills this season. But I'm hoping that's trending towards the opposite way, which it looks like it is. The Colts is third or fourth road game against a Raven that's playing home for the first time after being on the road for 2 or 3 games also. So, and it's prime time. Man, it's going to be a tough one. They're going to have to ball out if they're going to beat the Ravens. But I think Lamar Jackson's going to have a big game. I think the Ravens are going to take it. I think they're going to take it big, man, 28-14.
All right. And then last but not least, Bills Chiefs. Listen, to me, I think it's going to come down 2 things. Two main players I think need to step up this game. And like I said earlier, it'll be this man. Where's he at? Boom. He needs to have another one of those crazy games. Tremaine Edmonds, the defensive player he has to hold down that middle. He has to hold down that middle for those dump passes against Kelsey. What the Bills need to do is bump Kelsey off the line, make sure he doesn't come off clean, force him to the outside to line up as a linebacker. What stinks is we might not have Matt Milano who could cover pretty much anybody, but A.J. Klein is pretty fast. He's a good linebacker. So he'll go in there. He'll slide into there. It's a little different, like I said, than Milano, but, he can handle it. The other guys, not just him, but the DNs, they need to get to Mahomes. Need AJ to put on that speed. Greg, I'm not sure if his ankle's banged up. There was actually the injury report for today. So his toe, that's what it was. He did not practice yesterday. Today he was full. By the way, you see my boy got some time and he got a sack, 1 game, 1 sack. I'm back in the mix.
I was happy, but I was happy, but then mad at the same time because I want to get that T-shirt.
So I think that's what it needs to happen. These guys, to me, they need to step up and help out. Boy, Angel, look at, he's got Buffalo. What do you think are going to be the key opponents for the Bills to win there?
Yeah, man. You mentioned a lot of things that's going on. I say we went off season to be able to disrupt Patrick Mahomes by getting defensive ends, pass rushers. We got Greg Rousseau, we got AJ Epinesa. I think that's going to be the way we win that game is with pass pressure. Rushing the passer. And remember, Matt Milano wasn't playing that game either because he had a bad back, if you can recall.
Yeah.
So Tyler Matekevich and the other linebacker, Tremaine, they got to step it up also. Yeah. And Josh Allen needs to get not Josh Allen. Our offensive coordinator needs to call a better game than we did last year. Me and you were pissed at I forgot his name. I'm drawing a blank on him. Huh?
Brian Dable. You were pissed off at him because we didn't run. We ran the first 28 out of 30 plays that we don't run the ball. And
And now Angel's saying don't give him a free release. I think he's talking about Kelsey. That's a good point. Like you said, they need to jam him up. Don't let Kelsey out. If they get Trey White on Hill, I think we might have a chance. I think we'll be all right. I think it's going to be a close game. Bad thing is they lost 2 games at home. It's going to be tough for them to lose 3 at home. So there's a whole bunch of different variables we can put out there. But I'm for all my Bills. They got the number 30th defense, and we got the number 4 or 5 rushing offense. So we're going to see how that matchup plays. That's a matchup I'm looking for. Our offense against their defense. I think if we get into a shootout with Pat Mahomes, I think we're going to win because their defense is so bad and our defense is good. So I think it's still going to be a close game. So I'm taking the Bills 31 because they're scoring so high. And I think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to score 24. I think we're going to beat them by like 6 points.
I think, like you said, which was good as well, the offense. Our guys, last year what they did, they pressed our guys at the offensive line, and our offensive guys could not get good releases. So if our guys could avoid that, then we should be all right on offense. And they got to make the smart plays. Don't try to force everything. Take what they give you. And you have to run the ball. You got to keep them off the field. Keep Mahomes off the field. Sure. If the run game is there, man, use it. Don't just abandon it because you keep him off the field. The kid, he can make any kind of play. Like you said, even though their defense was suspect last year, and the only team who really exploited it was Tampa. Yep. So hopefully we could go in there and exploit their team. They got to keep their cool. Don't let their, all their emotions from last year take them over. Just remember it. Remember this. Don't let it drive you crazy like you got to win on every play. It's a long game. Take your time and do what you guys got to do and be smart about it. That's it. Be smart about it. Get gangster, smack them up. And I think the Bills are going to go like this. So I disappeared for a second. Was because,
very important game in terms of seeding for the AFC East and for the AFC. Yeah. Very important game.
Listen, if they lose, it's not the end of the world. But you want to win this for your mental because it's going to keep bothering them. Like, we got to get that money.
If we beat the Chiefs, that could be if we do really well towards the end of the year. That could be a bye, and it could be a game at home. I don't think the Chiefs are going to have a chance if we have a game at home.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying if you lose, all right, you lost to them. To me, it's more of like, hey, you get that monkey off your back. You can beat them. Go out there and beat them. And then what you got to do is go like we used to back in the day. I know you're Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. Like the abuela used to get out.
La chancleta.
The Bills are going to go pull out the chancleta and lay the smack down on Kansas City this week, and that's it. And that's all you got to do. Pull out the chancleta, smack
Angel also said you got to play 2 deep safeties. I don't know what the status is on Poyer. I know you pulled it up. I didn't really get to see what Poyer's status is because I know he was out for like 141 games consecutive. So I don't. Do you have it? Where's he at? Poyer.
It was limited both days. So, but if he's not 100%, you don't want him out there because it could cost you. So anyway, everybody else has to step up, lay the smack down, and that's it. Go out there and win this game. Man, we went over. So to Angel, to German, to
thanks,
Reed,
Angel, bro. Thanks everybody, John, all the guys, man. Thanks for chiming in.
Everybody who commented, thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, go Buffalo, Viva those Bills. And we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, we'll be celebrating, and the beer always tastes better when we're celebrating with a win. I even got gangster. Got my gangster look today.
Don't hang up. Don't go in. Let me see what the score is. Hold on before I know real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it right quick. 0-0. All right, we got to go watch the game.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you.
Go Bills.